The fastest way to lose your liability protection in trucking isn't a bad accident. It's mixing your money. I've watched owner operators set up a clean LLC, then run every fuel payment and every settlement through their personal checking account. And the second a lawyer comes looking, that LLC means nothing. A judge can wipe it out. They call it piercing the corporate veil. And trucking gets hit with it more than almost any other business because the lawsuits are bigger and the trucks are heavier. So I'm going to walk you through setting up a trucking LLC the right way in about 10 minutes for real. And stick around because there's one filing the trucking industry requires that no generic LLC video will ever mention, and skipping it gets your authority shut down before you haul a single load. I'll name it before then. Here's why you're doing this in the first place. You drive a 40-ton vehicle for a living. If something goes wrong out there, somebody's coming after everything you own. An LLC puts a wall between your business and your house, your savings, your truck title if it's in your name personally. Without it, you're a sole proprietor, which is a fancy way of saying you and the business are the same legal person. One lawsuit and they can take the lot. The LLC is cheap insurance against the worst day of your career. So let's build it. First, your name and your state. Form the LLC in the state where you live and where your truck is based. Don't get clever and file in Wyoming or Delaware because somebody on a forum said it's cheaper. For trucking, your operating authority and your registration are tied to your home state, so an out-of-state LLC just means you're paying 2 states and registering as a foreign company in your own backyard. File it at home. For the name, you need the words LLC in it, and it has to be unique in your state. Get cute. Mike's Trucking tells a freight broker nothing. Something like Ridgeline Freight LLC sounds like a company that owns trucks and pays its bills. Quick tip, go to your Secretary of State website and search the name before you fall in love with it. Takes 30 seconds and saves you a rejected filing. Next, your registered agent. This is the person or company that receives legal mail for your LLC, and your state legally requires you to have one. You can be your own agent, but I don't recommend it for trucking. Your agent's address goes on the public record, and you have to be physically there during business hours to accept a lawsuit. You're on the road. That's the whole problem. A registered agent service runs about $100 to $125 a year and means a process server never shows up at your house in front of your kids. Now you actually file. The document is called the Articles of Organization, and you file it with your Secretary of State. State fees run anywhere from $50 in places like Arizona to around $300 in Texas, with most states sitting between $100 and $150. You're putting in your business name, your address, your registered agent, and the members at the LLC. That's it. Most states approve online filings in a few business days, some same day. This is the moment your LLC officially exists. But you're not done because trucking has a second layer most businesses never touch. Once you're approved, get your EIN. That's your federal tax ID. It's free and you get it straight from the IRS website in about 5 minutes. Do not pay anyone for this. The EIN is what you use to open your business bank account, and that account is the whole reason we started. Remember that veil piercing thing from the top? This is where you prevent it. The day your LLC is approved, open a dedicated business checking account and run every single dollar through it. Fuel, repairs, insurance, your settlements, all of it. Your business pays you, then you pay yourself. Never swipe the business card for groceries. That clean separation is what makes your LLC bulletproof when a lawyer goes looking for a way around it. Now, the thing I promise, the filing the generic video skip. If you're operating a commercial vehicle across state lines, you need a US DOT number, and if you're hauling for hire, an NC number, your operating authority from the FMCSA, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. This is not optional, and it is not the same as your LLC. Your LLC makes you a company. Your DOT and MC numbers make you a legal carrier. From without them, and you get shut down at a weigh station and fined into the ground. The US DOT number itself is free to register. The operating authority, your MC number, costs $300 per authority type, paid one time to the FMCSA. Budget another few weeks because there's a 21-day vetting period before your authority goes active, and you'll need to file a BOC3 and carry the insurance the feds required, usually $750,000 to $1 million in liability. That's the stuff that separates people who actually start hauling from people who just have a pretty LLC sitting in a drawer. Now you know it. Put it on your list. That's a lot of moving parts: the state filing, the registered agent, the EIN, the bank account, then the whole federal carrier layer on top. It's doable, but it's a real afternoon of work, and there's a lot of room to fumble a step. Before we keep going, if you just want someone to handle all this for you, Tailor Brands is the way to go. They take care of the LLC filing, give you a registered agent, help you set up your brand, the whole package. Check the link in the description. If you don't want to deal with all this yourself, I highly recommend Tailor Brands. They make it super easy and save you a ton of hassle. Let me walk you through it. It only takes a few minutes. First, click the exclusive discount link for Tailor Brands below. On the site, you click Form an LLC and select your state. Then you enter your business name, and Tailor Brands automatically checks if it's available. From there, you choose your package, and I recommend at least the standard plan since it includes your registered agent for the first year, which you legally need. You fill in your personal details and your business information, review your order, and check out. Tailor Brands submits everything to the state on your behalf and sends you updates by email as your LLC is processed. Once it's approved, you can download your formation documents right from your dashboard. And from there, they also help you get your EIN, open a business bank account, and build out your brand. It's really that simple. If you want to get your LLC done today without the headache, the link is in the description. Tailor Brands takes care of the rest. So here's your whole pack. File the LLC at home, name it like a real carrier, get a registered agent, grab your free EIN, open that business bank account, and keep it religiously separate. Then go get your US DOT and MC authority from the FMCSA. Do those in order and you'll go from idea to legal carrier in a couple of weeks with the formation part done today. If this cleared up even one thing you were nervous about, do me a favor and hit like because it genuinely helps more drivers find this. Subscribe if you want the deep dives on trucking, insurance, and finding your first loads. Those are coming next. And drop your state in the comments. Tell me where you're hauling from and I'll point you to your exact filing fee.